I would love to tell you why I cried, because I might even start right now. Because it's just bonkers. Because every time I see Richard talking about his book and I pick it up and I feel it, I feel the emotion of it. But I have an important job to do first because um, Sarah McGough can't be with us tonight, but she really wanted to be. And she said, Michael, if I send you something, would you read it out? Because you're a professional speaker. I was like, really? Okay, I will. So she sent me something. So, Richard, this is a message for you from Sarah. It said, I'm sad not to be at this incredible book launch in person, but felt that this author bloke I know, what? Could read a few words for me. Richard is just incredible. What he has achieved with this book is magical, and I am extremely proud to have been part of his experience. He wanted me to talk about editing. Many are nervous about allowing people an insight into their writing, as feedback can be a scary thing, but Richard willingly wanted people to help. I believe his openness to learn, it shines through. He always challenged himself and made sure that he explored many avenues to get this book right. Publishing a book isn't easy. Richard embraced every hurdle he faced, and this clearly shows by the success he's achieved today. The end of the line may be the title, but I think it's the start of a new and exciting journey for Richard. Thank you for being a wonderful friend. So that's from Sarah, and I could cry right now. But here's why I cried, because for those of you who don't know, we were running another pop-up group for Write That Book, and right in the middle of the pop-up, a package arrived, and it didn't just come through the door. There was a bang on the door, and it was the postie, and he kind of handed it over like this. So it was like, my goodness, this is quite something. And I remember I got the package and I looked and I saw all the writing, and I said to Christine, I'm going to open it tonight while we're doing the pop-up. And all I thought I was going to do, I really genuinely thought I was going to open it and go, hey, look, here's somebody else from a Write That Book Masterclass who's written a book. And instead, I opened it up and I was completely overwhelmed with emotion. And there was the three things that got me to that place. First of all, it was the quality of this book, the weight and the pages, and the beauty of holding something even before I went and got inside. Secondly, when I flicked it open, Richard wrote the most beautiful message inside, which again was like one of those, oh my goodness, things. It was like, oh, wow. And then the other thing that came flooding back was that conversation that we had. And I remember, because people kind of get a bit freaked out, because I ring people all the time. You know, one of the things when you write a book, sometimes people very kindly send you messages, and if they put their phone number in, I give them a ring and say thanks very much for emailing, and they go, oh, it's you. I'm not a rock star or anything, but I just think it's nice to ring people. So I called Richard and we had this conversation, and he was telling me about his idea, and I was thinking, this is great. This is a really good idea. And I think I believed in Richard at that point, after a 10-minute conversation, more than he believed in himself to be able to do this. But then what I saw was somebody who, in order to become better, helped other people to be better. And that's the thing. That's what really got me. This is a man who just gives all the time. And Sue, bless her, sitting there in the background watching this and kind of thinking, yeah, I didn't see much of him. It wasn't always because he was writing the book. It was because he was helping everybody else to write their books. He was giving everybody else a bit of confidence, and he's still doing it. And that's why I cried. I cried because, yes, it's a beautiful book. Yes, it's amazing. But I cried because a brilliant man did something that made a massive impact on so many people's lives.